rise and shine. It is a gorgeous day today. Happy Sunday. Breakfast. So as I'm being a vegetarian for the day, I normally, to be honest, with my breakfast, I can normally just have like cereal or like hi-fi bars or like breakfast muffins and things like that, but I want something filling today, and I wanted to show you this because it is a healthy extra B that I absolutely love, and I feel like it deserves a little bit more acknowledgement. It deserves a little bit more of a good reputation. It deserves to be known worldwide. Am I on a wonk? Probably. Whoa. Wonky donkey. So these are the New York Bakery soft seeded bagel thins. I got mine from Tesco, the big Tesco, and you can have one as your healthy extra B. So I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna toast it, and I'm gonna have some butter on top. This is the, I didn't know how to say it, Bertolli, and you can have a teaspoon of this for 1 cent. So I'm gonna have a teaspoon of this. I'm gonna make sure that every little bit of the edge of the bagel is covered. I mean, I know that's gonna be hard, and I know that I would much prefer Lurpak at about 45 tablespoons, but we're on Slim Real, so we can't do that. So 1 teaspoon of this for 1 sim, some eggs, because we can have eggs because we're not vegans, we're vegetarians. So I'm gonna have 2 eggs, and then I'm gonna have some spinach. So really easy. So I'm gonna toast my bagel. I am gonna try, maybe, they do come pre-cut, which is, oh, yeah, they do come pre-cut for you, so the work is done. I'm just gonna shove these babies in the toaster. This is what they look like. I'm gonna toast these, so 1 is your healthy extra, put my butter on, fry my eggs, have some spinach, and then have the Aldi tomato ketchup. This is like 40p, so nice. You might have seen me talk about it before. I love it. You can have, oh, let me just double check. Oh, actually, I'm gonna double check, and I'm gonna show you the new feature on the Slimming World app. So if you're a member, you'll have access to this, and they've got a new barcode thing, and I bet you now, I'll try and do this to show you, it ain't gonna work. So in the top corner here, you'll see a little scan barcode button there. So we just want to press that, and then obviously we'll scan me. I'm about 45,000 syns, but we're just gonna scan the back of the Aldi bottle, and it'll tell me, oh my god, it's so cool, and it's come up that it is half a syn for a tablespoon, and that's so cool. So when you're out and about shopping, like if you can see there, it's told me here that it's half a syn for a tablespoon. That's amazing. So you can literally scan anything. You'll be able to scan the bagels, butter, anything like that, and it'll tell you exactly how many syns it is without you having to type it in. So that's an amazing new feature that Slim World members can get on the app if you're a paying member. So half a syn for a tablespoon of that, and yeah, that's my breakfast basically. I'm just gonna go ahead and crack on because I'm ravenous. Here we have breakfast. I will just show you. Here we go. So my eggs I'm really rubbish at, so apologies for that. But I've got the bagel underneath with the butter, healthy extra B. I've got 2 eggs. I've got half a syn's worth of ketchup, loads of spinach. And yeah, this is my, oh geez, vegetarian breakfast. Eggs for protein, beef for your bagel, spinach, speed and ketchup, and butter for my sins. I thought I'd show you now what we're having for dessert today. What we are having. I was like, you are here with me. You are here with me, guys. I've never done this recipe before, so it could be an absolute shocker, but I wanted to make something nice and different so that we could all try it together and all enjoy it hopefully together. And obviously being vegetarian, quite a lot of the desserts I do are based with jelly, and obviously jelly's got gelatin in it, which obviously isn't vegetarian friendly. So this one doesn't have any gelatin or anything like that. So it's from the Slimming World website. I literally typed in chocolate mousse and this one came up. So it's pots à chocolat, and the ingredients are here. So you need dark chocolate, eggs, sweetener, orange, vanilla extract, fat-free fromage fraiche. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use whipped cream instead, raspberries and cocoa powder. So because she is a setter in the fridger, I'm making it now, even though I've just had breakfast, but I'm just going to make it now just so it's done. Also, I don't have like a hand whisk. I only have like a blender hand thing. So it might go horribly wrong, and I might not be able to get the eggs peaked, like, you know, when they go all like stiff. I might not be able to do that with the blender. I'm not sure. I've never done it before. So we're going to give this a go. So I'm just going to get all my ingredients out, and then we can either laugh or we can either cry or we can either do both and see how this recipe turns out. But she is 4.5 syns and it serves 4 portions. So let's give it a good old go, because God loves a trier, doesn't he? Here's the ingredients for the dessert. So we've got the dark chocolate, 3 eggs, orange, vanilla essence, raspberries for the top, sweetener and cocoa powder. And then I'm just going to be putting them in these dishes. You guys have seen these so many times. So you need 60 grams of dark chocolate, which I'm just going to weigh out now. And then you just want to put that in the microwave for 30 seconds on low till it's all melted. In my large bowl now, you would have just saw me separate the egg whites to the egg yolk. So in this bowl, you just want to put your egg yolk, so that's the yellow bit, in there. Then you want to put in 1 level tablespoon of sweetener, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then you want to grate half of your orange and use the zest. So I'm just going to get a grater. I swear to God, like no word of a lie, every word of video, something falls into a bowl or something breaks or it's just a disaster. Oh my God, you know I was talking about things going wrong? Wow. Can you see the smoke? I've just burnt. Oh my God. I've burnt the chocolate. Oh wow. Okay, so, I mean, I just took 2 pieces out. So, which were burnt. So I'm going to put another 2 pieces in. Look, I put it on medium low, and obviously because I didn't mix it, and we're going to let the heat from this bowl melt that chocolate. Welcome to Cooking With Me, where you burn the kitchen down, you set off the fire alarm. I'm so lucky the fire alarm didn't go off. Like, I don't know why it didn't go off, but we have in here orange zest, our egg yolks, and our sweetener and our vanilla essence. We're going to whisk this together with a fork, because that's all I have, and then we're going to add in the melted burnt chocolate, which is great. Now this is the moment of truth where we need to see if my hand blender is going to make these go into what they called like soft peaks. So I've got my bowl. I'm going to pour my egg whites in there. I'm going to hope for the best. Don't know if this is going to work. Probably won't because we're having a bit of a nightmare today, but we'll give it a go. Cue the music. Right. So as I thought, this is an absolute fail because it's not going to like hard peaks because of the whisk I'm using. You are meant to use a whisker, like a hand electric whisk. So this dessert has been a fail. However, I did not want to include this because I know that this dessert will be delicious if you had the right utensils. So basically what the next step would have been is if you were to whisk this to make sure that it's stiff peaks, then you would have added in that mixture in the pink bowl all together, and then you essentially would have just put it all in your little dishes and let it set in the fridge for 4 hours. You then would sprinkle some cocoa powder on top, serve it with whipped cream and raspberries, and it's 4.5 syns each, but this is runny egg and it ain't gonna work. So yeah, definitely let me know if you try this recipe, but yeah, it's not working for me because of this, and I don't own an electric whisk, which is such a shame, but I tried. So I am looking a bit more put together. My hair, I really need to learn not to play with my hair because I feel like every single video is all I do, and I apologize, and then when I put it up I don't like the way it looks up, so yeah, sorry about that. So lunchtime now, I am going to be doing, I'm looking at my laptop here because that's the recipe I'm following. I'm going to be doing the Slim and Eats sin-free ricotta and spinach stuffed pasta shells. Now I've never had this recipe before, so I really am enjoying filming this vegetarian video because it's making me look for and try different foods that I've never tried before. So hopefully I'm going to really like this dish, and it's going to be a bit more of a success in comparison to the dessert, which we all know failed miserably. The recipe I will leave down below. It is, like I said, from Slim and Eats, and she is an amazing, I'm sure I've spoken about her before, well, I'm sure I've spoken about the essentially the page before because I've used loads of their recipes, but I will leave the link down to it below if you want to follow it there rather than listening to me do it. But I'll just talk through what you need first. So you're going to need some mixed herbs, some passata, you're going to need some garlic. It says garlic cloves, but I always just use this easy garlic from Aldi or Lidl, one of them. You're going to need 1 egg. Oh, by the way, may I add, I am doing this recipe I'm basically going to divide her portions by 2. So I'm going to do half of her, oh my god, why is this so hard to explain what I'm trying to do? I'm going to do half of her ingredients because I'm making half of how much she's making, because Bear doesn't like cheese. I know, who on earth doesn't like cheese? So I'm only going to be making half, otherwise that'll be too much. So yeah, I'm going to do half of what she says on there. So this recipe will be served for 2 people, whereas if you want to serve it for your family or make more of it, then just double the portions that I'm going to be telling you. And then I've got 2 little white onions. I've got some ricotta. This is just from Aldi. I will be talking about the syns as well throughout. I've got a vegetable stock cube. I was so like chuffed I had one of these because normally I just have like beef and chicken stock cubes. So we've got a nice vegetable one here. Now, this was funny because I was in Aldi and I was like, I've never before bought Parmesan. Reggiano. I've never before bought Parmesan because when I smell it, it reminds me of sick, and I don't know, it's always put me off. But then when when it's in my food and I don't smell it, I love it. So it's like, I'm just not going to put my nose to this. And then I found this shaved I don't know why I bother. Shaved Parmigiano Reggiano. Sprinkled on salads or over pasta dishes. So this was from Aldi. I'm going to check the syns in a minute. But yeah, instead of getting like a big, like, you know, like this the triangle, I just got this because I feel like I'm only going to use this cheese for this dish. I'm just going to scan my app just to see how much of this we can have for how healthy it should be, and if in fact we can have it, because I didn't check in the shop because I was in a bit of a rush. So let's scan her barcode. Yeah, okay, so we can have 30 grams of this as a healthy extra A, so that's brilliant. And then I'll do the ricotta as well. So basically it's 1 syn for 25 grams of this one, which is really weird. I thought it would be a healthy extra. Anyway, so this is 1 syn for 25 grams, so I'm just gonna have to count this as syn. So then it's not syn free, but if you want to make it syn free, I'm sure you can get some ricotta that is count as your healthy extra A. I was just in Aldi, so I got this, but yeah, just double check with your app. And then you're gonna need some spinach, and then you're also gonna need some of this pasta. I've never cooked with this pasta before. I was really struggling trying to find it. It was from Tesco in the end, and it's called, I'm not even gonna say it. Is that. So the first step we need to do is, so we're going to make the tomato sauce first. So the first step we need to do is spray a frying pan over a medium heat with cooking oil. So I'm going to use some garlic fry light, which is sin free. So we're going to spray a pan with garlic fry light, add the onion, fry for a couple of minutes until softened. Then we're going to add the garlic, passata, stock and a pinch of mixed herbs. We're going to bring to a boil and reduce the heat to medium and allow it to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that step first. I'm going to chop up my onions, fry them off. I'm going to weigh out my passata. So the recipe says for 4 people you need 240 milliliters of passata. So obviously I'm gonna cut that in half, and I'm gonna do 120 milliliters of pasta. And then garlic, I just like shove it all in, and I'm just gonna do 1 baby onion. So I'm gonna crack on and do that. In here we've got simmering our passata, our onion, our garlic, our mixed herbs and our vegetable stock. So because I'm halving the portions, I've done 120 milliliters of vegetable stock and 120 milliliters of passata. Now I'm just going to put this on a low heat and simmer for around 20 minutes. Just to let the sauce thicken up, and then basically once this sauce is thickened up, you then just take a hand blender and blend it so that it's all smooth, and this will act as your sin-free tomato sauce. You can also add like salt and pepper if you want to be fair. I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper just to give it a bit more flavour, but so far this is such an easy recipe to do. Next step is to add your onion and your garlic and your salt and pepper and let that fry off for, well, until it's brown basically. This pan is the best pan ever. It's from Aldi and I absolutely love it. So I've just used lazy garlic, a tiny baby onion, just because I'm just doing it for 2 portions, and some salt and pepper. Now that's browning off, I'm just going to add like, there's probably half a packet of this spinach left. I'm going to add, I'll show you in how like handfuls. Like that's like 1 handful, 2 handfuls, because it does go down to like nothingness. I'm just going to do 3 handfuls of spinach, and I'm just going to let that reduce and wilt. Is that the right word? In here I've got around 130 grams, well just under 130 grams of ricotta, which I'm counting as just over 5 syns. I know you can get ricotta sin free, but the one I picked up isn't, annoyingly. So 5 syns, just over 5 syns for this. I'm going to call it 2.5 syns per portion. I've just finished off my, look how much spinach that basically goes to. It goes to absolutely nothing. The next thing you want to do is just reduce the heat and then add in your ricotta to this mixture here. Then you want to add in your egg, but make sure it's not next to any heat, otherwise your egg's going to scramble. So just mix your egg mixture in on a cold surface like so, and then set this aside to rest. So just make sure all of that egg is combined nicely. Looks so nice. I've got my jumbo shells cooking away. 8 to 10 minutes they recommend for you to cook them, so it's al dente. So I'm just going to cook these on here for 8 minutes in boiling water. My tomato is still simmering away nicely there, and this side is all done. I've just blended the tomato sauce. This is what it looks like. I've just drained my pasta, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spoon in my green stuff into the shells like separately, and then I'm going to put the shells on top of here. And yeah, so it's quite a fun process. So I'm going to set you up so you can watch me do it and get satisfied by watching me stuff some pasta shells. this is what it looks like. It's not very symmetrical, but we move. And now all I'm going to do is add on the Healthy Extra A allowance of Parmesan. So I'm going to do 60 grams of Parmesan on top of here, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven for 15 minutes on 150 degrees. But it looks amazing and I cannot wait to eat it, because honestly I'm starving by now. Here's the cheese added. It does say on the recipe to cover it first, so I'm just going to cover it with some tin foil, pop it in the oven for 15 minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oi, oi. This looks and smells like it should be served in Sicily on the seafront with a glass of Pinot Grigio. Oh, it looks amazing. So yeah, this is spectacular. It's just over 5 syns for all of it. So I reckon I can get 3 servings out of this, or 2 massive ones. But yeah, I just cannot wait. And then obviously Healthy Extra A for the Parmesan. And just the syns for the ricotta, but like I said, I'm sure you can make the ricotta sin-free if you find one that is sin-free. But yeah, I'm so excited to tuck in, and I'm really enjoying this vegetarian look, because you can create amazing food like this without meat, and it's so much quicker and easier to do, so, and obviously better for the environment too. So here we are. I'm gonna have this now. Because it's not super speedy, I know we've got spinach in it and onions. I am going to be having it with some raw spinach as well. And I've also chopped up some basil leaves, which I'm just going to pop over the top. Fresh basil leaves, which I'm growing. So yeah, I'm just going to serve it with some spinach, and then that'll be my lunch sorted. So I was umming and ahhing on what dinner to have. In my head, my original thoughts was I was going to have these corn crispy nuggets, which are 1 syn each on Cinnamon Roll. But then thinking about it, I was going to have that with chips, and because I had sort of like quite a carby lunch with pasta, I am still really quite full, and I normally have this sort of dish when I want something proper, like stodgy and comforting, and like, you know, just like pure stodge. So I would normally have these nugs with some active fried chips and some salad. So I'm not going to have these, but I just wanted to mention them anyway, because they are my go-to vegetarian option for chicken nuggets. They taste just like the McDonald's ones, and they are absolutely amazing. So they are a syn each if you don't know about them already. So I then had a little think, and to be honest, again, because my lunch was a bit like faffy and like it took a bit of a while, I just wanted something easy tonight that I could just shove in wherever, get it done, and just be done with it. So I'm going to be having the vegetarian Asda chicken lentil dal. This is 1 syn for the whole can, and it advises that you have it with like pila rice or some sort of rice, and obviously a naan bread, which we can't have. Well, you can do if you have syns, but I haven't got any. So I'm having the whole tin of this for 1 syn, and then as it says, I've got the pila rice here. This whole packet is 2 syns, so I'm going to have half of it, so that'll be 1 syn's worth. So altogether we're having 2 syns. And then just to up my speed, I'm also going to roast in the oven some frozen butternut squash chunk, just to really up my speed. And I was going to do some mushrooms, but I don't think I need that now. So yeah, I'm going to cook this. It says to... You can either do it on the hob or you can microwave her. So I'll probably just microwave the beast. I'm going to have all of that. It probably does serve 2, but I'm just going to eat it all for myself. It says chickpeas and brown lentils with onions in a curry sauce. So that sounds insane. And then I'm just going to have half of my pila rice, which I'll do in the microwave. So I'm either going to oven these or put them in my active fry. To be honest, I'll probably put them in my active fry just so I don't have to turn the oven on, because I'm essentially only roasting these. So I'm going to shove these in the active fry, let these cook for around 20 minutes, and then essentially warm these 2 up. And yeah. Oh, also, I like to, when I buy things, I like to put my syn value stickers on them just so I know what they are. So when I get them out to cook them, I haven't got to worry about going on the app. So I've just been sticking on my stickers. They are from Princess Planning, and everything I buy from there really helps me with my weight loss journey. You guys have seen me, heard me talk about it 101,000,000 times, but yeah, I know I'll get asked, so I will leave these linked down below. And I also do have a discount code for everything Princess Planning, which is just Chloe10, so you can put that at checkout and save yourself some money. So yeah, let's get roasting some of this butternut squash. Also, if you like butternut squash, this is amazing to buy, because I know how annoying butternut squash can be to chop up and to peel and all that. So just buying it frozen for £1 from Iceland is just... My butternut squash is nearly done in the act to fry. I have just added some cumin, some ground cumin to it, just to give it a bit of a curry flavour to go nicely with the chickpea lentil dal thing and the peel of rice. So I'm just going to cook this off for another like 5 minutes. Just going to put a bit more fry light garlic on it just to crisp up a little bit, and then we're nearly good to go to put the rice and the chickpea stuff in the microwave. Here we go. Hope that didn't make you dizzy. So 1 syn, half a pack of peel of rice, butternut squash, speedy, sin free, and then I've got literally, it's quite a lot to be fair. You could probably serve 2 people with it, because I'm greedy little munchkin. I'll have the whole can, thank you very much. Plus Bear would not touch this, so yeah. I warmed it all up and I've got it all here now. So that is 1 syn for the chickpea malark, 1 syn for half a pack of rice, so 2 syns for this meal, and it smells absolutely delicious and I cannot wait to eat it. So yeah, highly recommend. I've always loved this one, and they're around £1 something in Asda, so yeah, great to have in the cupboard for lunches, for dinners like this one. So I had a little look at my diary, so I write down my food, and I had a little look at how many syns I've spent, and I've spent 6 syns so far today. So that means I do have quite a lot of syns left. So I'm going to have my favourite. I always have these. These are the Morrison's Flying Saucers, and they are vegan, so we can have them. The reason that I like them so much is because they are only 3.5 syns, and you get like a decent amount. So you really do feel like you're having something naughty, something sweet, something good, so you can sit in front of the telly and literally eat a whole packet of sweets and feel like you're not missing out. They are absolutely amazing. They are the 18-gram bag, and they are part of the like 3 for £1 kind of thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, love them. And then because I have got healthy extra A left, because I've only had the parmesan, I can never say it, cheese, I'm gonna make myself a nice milkshake. Now this is quite different and not spoken about much, so that is why I wanted to bring on the Chanel today. So I've got some milk here. I've just got the Aldi like the long life milk, the skim version here, and I've got this Crusher, I believe, limited edition cookies and cream milkshake mix. Now per serving of this is half a syn. It's sugar free, it's no artificial colours or flavours, and it is just really different and really quite cool. So I get mine from B&M, and what you do is you put 25 millilitres of this sort of milkshake shaker flavour kind of thing, 175 mils of milk, and mix all together, and it's just delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, show you what it looks like, and then, to be fair, what's that? So then if I eat those and I have that, so I've done 6, so 7, 8, 9 and a half. So 10 syns I will end on if I feel satisfied. I do have an additional 5 if I want it. However, this milkshake is going to fill me up, and then these sweets are really going to give me that fix. So let's go ahead and make the milkshake, and I'll show you what it looks like. Now I've already had some because I couldn't resist, but it doesn't look like a milkshake, but I can't ignore my fake tan hand. Oh my god, that is horrendous. Let's just turn that around. I cannot express how nice this milkshake is. You can put ice in it, you can make it frothy if you want, like with one of those frother things. Oh, it's just so nice. And also if you want it a bit more chocolatey, you could always add some like choc shot in it. But literally by using 25 mils of this, gives you the nicest tasting milkshake, feels like it's a treat, and you're just using your healthy extra A and half a syn. So yeah, if you see this along with all the other flavors that they do, I definitely recommend picking it up, especially now that we can have 2 healthy extra A's on Slimming World. Today is finally done, so I have really thoroughly enjoyed filming today's video.
with everything being vegetarian, it was a lot easier than I thought. Obviously I did have to check all the things just to make sure there was no contents and things like that on the back of all of my packages and stuff, which is obviously something I wouldn't normally do, not being a vegetarian. But everything I ate today was absolutely delicious and tasty. So yeah, I am really going to try and take today's video and, like, I don't know, just be a bit more cautious of how much meat I'm eating, because it's evident from watching today's video that you can create amazing dishes being vegetarian. So yeah, feeling really positive about filming today's video, and I really did enjoy it. And although I did nearly burn the house down and my dessert was a bit of a fail, we still found some nice meals that you can do. So let's just talk through what we've had. So for breakfast we had the bagel thin for my Healthy Extra B, eggs and spinach. Then for syns we had ketchup and butter. For lunch we had the stuffed ricotta pasta, which I worked out as 2.5 syns because I did have a big portion, with spinach, and then the cheese on top with my Healthy Extra A. I am laughing right now at how I spell I can't even say it, so let alone spell it, but you know what I mean. Dinner I had the Asda chickpea lentil thing, rice and butternut squash, and then for dessert we just had some flying saucers, a milkshake using my Healthy Extra A of milk. So we finished today on 10 syns. I didn't share with you what I've been drinking throughout the day, but of course I've been having some Pepsi Max, and of course I've been having some squash as well. So I had 5 of my Princess Plan in bottles. And then I've just got Mood, I Feel Happy, Shine Bright, and Never Give Up. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment, and let me know if you'd like me to do any more vegetarian slim and ruled videos. Thank you. See you in my next video. Take care, and I love you all so very much. Ciao for now.